welcome back. If you're watching this, I just want to give you a small trigger warning. I'm going to do a little bit of a talk before I start this video, and maybe I just don't want to upset anybody or make things worse for anybody. Just wanted to say it's been a really tough year for a lot of people around me, and I know a lot of people are dealing with depression right now. And I just wanted to say that you need to change things before things get too bad. Keep on trying to find ways to make things better for yourself, for the people around you. Tell the people you care about them around you. Hopefully they tell you back, and reach out. And if you need help, honestly reach out and get the help you need, because you don't know how many people probably love you in your life. And whatever you're going through, this is something that may seem like it's the end of your world. Your world may be over and this is it. But it's going to change. It's going to get better, even if you can't see a way out right now. It's going to change. It's going to get better. Don't give up. And I'm sorry. I know a lot of you people just don't want to hear this stuff, and I get that. And it can be a little saddening at times, but I just wanted to throw that out there to anybody that needed the message that people do care and people do love you. And just hang in there. Get help. Get the help you need to get through whatever you're dealing with. Alright, so now I'll zip together something as a reward. We'll build something, but I'm just seeing a lot of people suffering this year. I wanted to say something. I'm not the greatest with my words, but I just hate to think of people out there suffering alone. Kills me. Alright, so let's make a little bit of furniture just for something to do today. I haven't done any furniture for a while. The last couch I made, I liked it, but I feel like it could have been a bit better, so let's do a better version of that now. Hopefully you guys are okay with that, and you would like to make it with me. And if you didn't need my message, and you just didn't need to hear it, I'm sorry. I'm honestly not trying to bother anyone either. I don't want to be the cause of your depression. Alright, let's make some arms for this thing. So, a little out of size, so let's just size it up a little better. I don't know if they're bigger or smaller than the couch. I want to say a bit smaller, so let's just adjust the sizes here. Let's go like that, and maybe a little smaller this way. And then we'll bump it in to make it look good, and then we'll shape it a bit, and we'll pop it on the other side real quick. And yes, some people's dealing with things near me in life, and you know, you don't always realize what other people are dealing with unless they tell you. So if somebody seems like they're suffering or down, reach out and just tell them they have somebody to talk to. Sometimes that's all they needed, is just somebody to say, I hear you and I care. So if you're that somebody, reach out and tell somebody. And if you know somebody who's dealing with some stuff, make sure they're okay. Tell them you love them. It never hurts. Alright, I'll stop, sorry. Alright, so that's too long. This couch is too long or something. Something's wrong with it. Let's change the size a bit. I probably shouldn't have moved that one in yet, I guess. We'll just delete it. Maybe something like that. That looks better. Let's bump this guy in until it just connects. Get a better look at it. Okay, we're definitely over, so we'll stop there. Shift D it. Sorry about the delay and the little change there. I'm just trying to make it look nice at the same time. I guess we should have shaped them. Oh boy, I'm not doing good at this today. It's okay. We'll shape them both at the same time. That's what we'll do. Grab that one. Grab that one. We'll go into edit mode. We'll go to edges, and we'll grab this. We'll grab this. Just those ones. Let's get some bevels so we can have a better idea. We'll have to see though. I think that's right. And then the back would be flat. So I'm gonna say that's right. Probably do the same on the couch part, but maybe we'll wait for a second and see if we want to do something slightly different. So we're gonna shift D that, bump it back, and we're gonna change the shape, make it the back of the couch. So something like this. Let's go up. Drag it up till it's even. Make sure it's in place. I think we're good there. Maybe a little bit higher. Gonna have to decide on your own, but mine looks a little low, I'd say, so I'm just gonna do that, I think. Something like that. I think that looks like a nice contemporary couch, I think they would call it. Something that's like kind of low profile. But I could be wrong too. We will bevel those edges now and give it just a better look in general. Something like that. I think that looks pretty good. Hopefully it looks pretty good to you. Got a little space underneath. I think it looks pretty, it might be a little wide. Maybe we'll just adjust that a bit. Yeah, I'd say it's something like that. And you feel free to go your way. If you see a mistake I'm making, you just go ahead and correct it and make it the way you want to make it. Because everybody's going to have a little bit different taste in this stuff, and you got to kind of go with your own version of things. You use your own artistic creativity is what I would suggest. So if you want to change it a little bit, that's fine. But maybe we'll do this. We'll go into edit mode. We'll control R and do something like that, and we'll right click it to let it center itself. And what should we do? We could probably bevel these edges. Something like that. We might want to grab the corners, I'm not really sure. I don't know how good that looks. Oh, I know what to do. Let's turn the bevels down. What's up? Not sure if I like that. Kind of liked it better with it turned up. Maybe we'll do it separately. Undo. Maybe do these ones separately or something. See if we can get a better look on it. I didn't like the way that looked. Like that. For me, have a nice round front. You know what? Maybe we could switch to faces. And hit I. Hit I again if it sticks together, and then we can just kind of move the cushions in a little bit like that. And we'll just drag them either a hair up like that, just to make them separated and have a little bevel in the middle, or we could drag them down. I'm going to go up. I feel like that's the right look for me. I like the way that looks on the back, or on the bottom of the couch, so I'm going to keep it. And you do you, of course. And I might... yeah, I might do it on the back. It really does look pretty pretty nifty. So go into edit mode, of course, hit Control R. Oh, we won't be able to do it on the back. Unfortunately, that's fine. So we're just going to undo that. That's still alright. I think it looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and attach all our pieces. Maybe do this, this, this. Clicking the first one with left click, and then shift left click to grab the rest. Shift left click to grab that one. Control J. Alright, and now we have our couch. A nice little couch for our game. Alright. So I'll do one more item and I'll get going, but I just wanted to get those quick messages in there. Like I said, I know a lot of people who suffer from depression, especially this time of year. If you have no family, stuff like that, it could be a really bad time for some people. So be nice to people, smile at people, just be kind. Be the best you can be. And hopefully it helps just a little bit to that person, right? Okay, let's go. What are we gonna make now? I don't know. Let's make a lamp. Yeah, we haven't made a lamp for a while. We're gonna make a cool lamp. Maybe we'll make it big and shrink it down after, for it's a little easier to build when it's big, right? Obviously. As you know, obviously. So we'll go into edit mode, we'll grab that face, we'll grab that face, we'll hit I, shrink it down, okay? I'm gonna move it up. And that's gonna do the same on the bottom as it is on the top. And that's how I want my base of my light to be. If you're okay with that, go ahead and just grab the top. I again. Okay? And we're gonna move this up. Like that, actually. I like it like that. So we got two choices. We can use a new piece now, or we could extract. If we extract it, it might have a little bit of issues with texture. So we're just going to go out of edit mode, and I'm going to get a new cylinder to start with. and just add it in a separate piece, causing less issues basically. And you don't have to do what I'm doing. You're welcome to do it a different way, whatever you need to do. That's fine. Nope, that's wrong. We're going to make this one bigger, like so. And again, we're going to shrink it down after. We're just making it big to work on it, because it's going to be a little easier to work on if it's a little easier to see, right? What kind of light do we want to do? Oh, that looks pretty good, actually. Maybe I'll keep going with that. Do that. And this is going to be our light. I'm going to Shift D that. Take that up there. Shrink it down. Move it up. And we'll get a good position to see it really well. Shrink it down this way. And we're going to go into here eventually. And I'm going to have to extract this piece from inside the other piece, but hopefully it'll be a light bulb and it'll be so bright that you won't be able to see it basically. So I think it'll be okay. If you've got a better way to do it, feel free. This again is just more of an idea of how you could do it. Oh shoot. What I have to do is hit I, I'm sorry. Hit I and shrink it down until you're inside, and then we're going to hit E. Okay? Once we get about that high, we're going to hit E. Then we're going to hit S. Then we're going to hit E. Then we're going to hit S. And we're just going to try to shape this like a light bulb as best as we can. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's probably going to be lit up most of the time in your game, so it's not going to matter too much, but just do the best you can. So maybe you want it to go like that. Maybe you want to start going the other way now. Let's see what we want. There, that's good for us. And now I'm going to close it down and make the rest. Oops, I pushed the wrong button there, my bad. I might have to undo that. Okay, we're going to shrink that a little bit and then hit E, S, E, S, and then we'll finish it off up there, kind of like that. Looks pretty good. I think it'll do the job. If you needed to make it for your light bulb separates, maybe do it from this part here. At the very bottom, you can use that as the ballast attachment and just don't attach it to the light, and then you can make it for you can place them and unplace them. If you want, you can do something like this and then Shift D, and then we can minus this from that by making a bool with difference. Okay, so now if you move this up, there's a hole where this fits in. If that's what you're looking for, we could do it that way. So now we probably need a lampshade. So usually the lampshade would just kind of sit on the top. Can make something to go around this light. I don't know if we'll bother, but I don't know what would be best. Let's start by making a cylinder. Move it up. Shrink it way down. Okay, like that. And then we're going to go to this. Make it much taller. Okay. Move it out here. Something like this. And it's a little big, so we're going to shrink it again. Go this way again. And it's just going to connect us to our lampshade, basically. So maybe a little thinner because we don't want it to stand out too much. Put it on an angle if you want. You just got to kind of have to make some sort of attachment to go to the top piece, I'd imagine. Shift D it when you're ready, and then we will send it to the other side by removing the minus here. Okay, something like that. Looks pretty good. It's going above the lamp, so we should be good. We can Shift D that again, and which one would it be? This one. We'll go to 0. Okay, and then we'll hit S, shrink it down, hit S, shrink it down, hit S, something like that. And now you'll see it goes right through that other piece, so we'll go up here, set it like this, and we'll go really thin with it, like that. Okay. Now just make sure this is in place eventually here. Like that. And then we'll Shift D it. We'll hit S. We'll shrink that down. And we will go like this until we're punched all the way through. Maybe go a little extra because we're going to actually move a little bit. Probably like, you can have a look at the size of your edge. You want to try to match it basically. So something like this. Go to Object, Bool Difference, and boom, gone. Perfect. Okay. So now we have something to hold to our lampshade. We just need to attach it to the actual lampshade. No big deal. Grab that, grab that. Maybe we won't copy them over actually yet. Probably going to want to switch on our lamp too. One thing I'm forgetting already. So let's go ahead and make another, oops, I pushed the wrong button. Shift A and we'll go ahead and make another cylinder. I hate cylinders, right? And that's all I can use. This is the worst. Let's move it up something like that. And just kind of get it in the general shape by just blocking out that other piece. Obviously the top's going to be a bit smaller. The bottom's going to be a bit bigger. So we're going to use S to get them bigger and smaller. Until you're on the right angle. Something like that. Maybe you want to be taller or smaller. You're going to have to decide. So we'll Shift D when we're ready. We'll move it up a little bit. And then we'll hit S. And then hopefully, if we stretch it out just a little bit, and then move it down again, we have a nice smooth edge. Looks like this one's bigger down here, so we're just going to hit. Let's try moving it down a little bit more. That looks worse. So we're just going to grab that edge and just hit S. Just make it around the same as the top. Looking good. I think that's going to do it. We'll take that shape from that shape with another bool. Okay. So now we're looking pretty good. We've got a decent lampshade. If you want to change anything, now's the time. I think I got what I want. Something like that. And maybe we want the light down here for it blocks the direct light out. So probably change the shade a little bit if we want, but we can also take these sticks we got already and Shift D. We'll take them, and since we copied them with, oops, I didn't copy them. Shift D. Alright, this time I did. Okay, since we copied them, make sure you copied them. We're going to be able to probably just turn them on an angle and attach them to the sides here. If you want to do it that way, if you want to do it a different way, that's completely fine. Maybe you want them down here on these edges. Something like that though. So we could probably do is figure out which one's going to turn sideways. That is not it. Okay. Probably something like that. That's the wrong one. Just having a trouble seeing it here. Something like this. Drag it into place when you're happy and it's good and in the middle and touching on both sides. I think I have to shrink it just a hair. Maybe we can kind of bury it in the other one. Maybe we'll move this out of the way while we work on it. We're almost done. Hang in there, folks. Hang in there. So let's move this down like that. And we're just going to delete this one and we'll just copy it after. We just need to make sure we're not through the edge. I think it's pretty hidden in there. It's hidden in that edge now. And okay, so that looks pretty good to me. So I will probably just, I can't see if it's touching that one edge. Just make sure it is. It may not be. and then just copy it. I think it is. I won't keep making you guys wait, and I'll make sure after, but I'm pretty sure it is. And we'll hit Z minus here, and we got one on their side, and you could drop a third one, or you probably just leave it like that. I think that'll do the job. I think they get the idea. That way your lampshade actually has something holding it in place, okay? And it's not just resting on the light. Control J to join. Click these two. Join them. Control J. Okay, join that to either the lamp or the shade itself. Probably the shade, I guess. So, Control J. Now that piece is one. Right, easy enough, right? The only thing I'm missing really is a light switch. We'll do that super quick and we will be done. Sorry, I forgot about it. Flip this up here. Let's do a 90. Ooh, no, that's location. Almost sent it 90 meters away. Alright, S, shrink it right down until it's like that. Pop it through the side. Maybe we'll make it a bit longer after. Let's try it. See what we got here. We want something like that. A little bit thinner, maybe. Okay. And we'll do this. Move it up, and then we'll Shift D it. Move it out a bit. We will shrink it side to side until it's almost nothing, and then we're going to hit S and bring it up. Okay. And if you want to make one side smaller, we'll go in edit mode, grab that side, we'll hit S. Okay. And then we're just going to move it on in. Looks a little small, so we'll make it a little bigger. Move the hair out. That looks good to me. Control J. If you want a hole for where your button goes, we'll pop it in, Shift D. And grab one, grab that, and we should be able to bool from it without doing any damage as long as we haven't joined anything to it. Difference, and I think we're good. Perfect. So now there's a hole where our switch goes. Okay. So if you want to go S just a little bit, it's just going to give it a little gap and texture around the light switch and make it stand out more. Perfect. Okay. Real quick, real fast, we're done. Join these together now. We can either leave our light as a separate thing you can add in your game for when the light bulbs blow, or you can actually add it to it. It's up to you. So you decide on that, but I'd say we're done. Alright. Oh, we need to shrink the whole thing, I think. Let's see if we can do it together. S. Yeah, we can. Something like that. That way it'll just sit on a nightstand or something like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you had fun. Make sure you subscribe, like, and thumbs up if you're having a good time. And if you did enjoy my talk, feel free to let me know. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.